Welcome back. Joining me now in the Daytime Buffalo studio is Dylan Harrison, co-host and event organizer for the upcoming Holiday Book Fair and Exchange event. Hi, Dylan. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, tell me all about this book fair.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. So this is like the Scholastic Book Fair that you had as a kid, but for adults.
Oh, by the way, the Scholastic Book Fair was the best time of the year.
Yes. So last year, we were all moms in this podcast group, and our kids were doing them, and we're like, why don't we have one of those for adults? So we made it. And so last October was our first event. We had no idea how it was going to go, and like 1,000 people showed up at Ironworks.
Oh
So
my goodness.
there's a huge bunch of readers in Buffalo. So we're super excited to do a holiday event and, you know, highlight all these amazing bookstores and booksellers in Buffalo. There's so many. So we're just really excited to have an event for all the readers of Western New York.
Yes, tell me what we're going to experience when we come out.
Yeah, so we've got like every kind of genre you could possibly want. It's going to be there. We have such a diverse group of sellers that sell different kinds of books. There's used books, new books, kids books, adult books, comic books, whatever you're looking for. And then we also have specifically bookish vendors, so people that make kind of bookish things, you know, tote bags, bookmarks, candles, everything book related. So if you're a reader or you're shopping for a reader, this is the event for you.
Let's talk about these tumblers, because this is an activity that people will be able to do, right?
Yeah, so my mom is a crafter, and I love doing like a make it take it. So this is gonna be an area where you can come and get these cute little like glitter tumblers, and you pick out 7 stickers for them. It's gonna be $7, so super cheap. And you can make this fun little personalized reading tumbler. Because we know the Stanleys are the thing, but they're a little expensive.
Yeah.
So you get to make your own little thing, and it's a nice gift for somebody.
Let's talk about your podcast. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we're the Saucy Book Club, Sting on the Wings, and sometimes the spicy books we read. But it's just me and 2 of my best friends, Beth and Lana, and just twice a month we do a monthly book, and then we do what we call a random recap episode where we talk about the books that we're reading, shows we're watching, movies, etc. And you know, it's just been really fun. We've been doing it for about a year and a half now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of the book vendors that will be at this event. You brought
Sure.
one who we've had on the show.
Yes, I love
Second Chapter.
Second Chapter. They have the best books. This is one of my favorite books that I got for my son from them. But they have really great kids books. They have a ton of Black authors and Black culture. And all of the kids books are going to be 20% off this weekend, they said.
Nice.
So come and get some books for your kids. They're just, I love working with them. They're so sweet. And we've got Black Rock's books and Fitz's Books and Waffles and Crack Spine. We have a couple local authors, Ryan Kovacs and Buffalo Books and Brews are going to show some local authors. We got everybody.
So what are some of the hot reads this kind of winter season? You brought one that you said is a little
yeah.
saucy.
Yeah, it's a little saucy, but we have Merry Little Meet Cute. This was a big hit last year, but I love a Christmas book, so I'm always going to show it. But, you know, it's just a fun little holiday read. I love Christmas books. I love Christmas movies, like a Hallmark book.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
It is.
So, you know, this is a big thing right now. But the big things, I'm a big fantasy reader. So, like, Iron Wing is a big thing right now.
Okay.
That's the dragon thing that everybody's talking about.
Okay, I've seen that. Yes.
Yep. It's going to be a movie. It's very exciting if you loved that. It's kind of, books like that is what got me back into reading. I loved it as a kid, and then I forgot it, and I picked it back up during COVID.
It is true, though.
it's
I
like,
used
why did
to
I
love
stop?
reading as a kid, but for me, I've always just loved fantasy and
Yeah.
you know, just being able to escape your world for a
Yeah.
second.
So this, I haven't gotten to read this yet, but I've heard nothing but good things, so I bought it. It's called The Hurricane Wars, and it's a debut author, and it's a woman of color, and it's like a brand new fantasy world that's really, really exciting. So I've heard nothing but rave reviews, so I got it, and that's going to be my Christmas read. I'm very excited.
And let's talk about the importance. It's kind of like self-care. You said you're a mom, all of your friends on the podcast are moms. Reading a book and taking that time for yourself to read and escape is healing, right?
Oh my gosh, it's for me, especially COVID, it was like life-saving. Like it was just such a good thing. And you're just such a crazy headspace with the pandemic. And it was so nice to just, like you said, you're a fantasy reader, to escape a little bit, you know, just pretend that you're going to be like a fairy in a fantasy world and, whatever. I loved Harry Potter as a kid. So fantasy is just my thing as an adult, or like the little romances. And it's just kind of a thing you do. And I don't judge anybody that loves to watch TV or, whatever your thing is. I think it's important to have a hobby. And I learn so much when I read, and it's just such an enjoyable thing that we are trying to pass down to our kids. And, for me, it's just so important. Like, if I can't bring my book, I'm not going. My Kindle's with me at all times. I'm always reading. So, to make an event that really, like, the whole point of all of this is it didn't exist, and we wanted to go to something like that, so we made it.
Yeah.
And, in the past year, there's been a bunch of other pop-up ones this summer, and it's just really cool to see. Like, our goal is to someday, like, be in the convention center, because it got so big, and,
Right.
like, authors have to come to Buffalo,
Yeah.
so.
And by
love
the
it.
way, it's also an exchange. So can you bring a book and switch with people?
Yes, thank you for saying that. So we're going to have a couple tables, and they're called a free little library. So we have a ton of books that have been donated, and so you can bring a book and take a book. So even, we know the holidays is really tough for people. You don't need to spend any money. You can come and take a book and get something to go home with you. If you have books you'd like to donate, you can give them. And all of the books that are left over are going to be given to our used booksellers that day, so everything will have a good home and there's no waste. So yeah, please, if nothing else, come and get a book.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find something that you like. Whenever someone says to me that they don't read, I'm like, you haven't found the thing you like just yet.
There you go.
I believe that. So come and get a book. If you're an adult, you can get an adult beverage from Ironworks and food. It's just going to be a great day. So we're excited.
Dylan, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Again, the Holiday Book Fair and Exchange is happening Sunday, December 17th at Buffalo Ironworks from 11 to 2. The event is free, and you can learn more by checking out Saucy Book Club on Instagram. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.